Hey everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day. This morning, I was sitting on YouTube when I came across a video of someone playing this fan-made game called Pokémon Uranium. All it took was seeing the Pokémon and I was hooked. It takes place in the Tandor region and has over 100 different custom Pokémon. I had a lot of fun playing it, and I'm definitely going to be making some more videos on it, so look out for those in the future. But without further ado, let's get into the game. So we start off in our room like any other Pokémon game, but when we go downstairs, we only see our aunt. After talking to her, we take our first steps into Moki Town. Walking around, I was shocked at just how big this town was. We immediately try running into the grass, but obviously we don't have any Pokemon. So we head north to the professor's lab so we can get our starter. On the way there, we meet our rival for the game, Theo, a kid who probably shouldn't even be getting his Pokemon yet. He starts talking about how he's hoping to be the strongest and rushes to the lab to grab a Pokemon that can beat us. After entering, the professor gives us a test to determine our starter. We ended up getting the fire starter Raptorch that I nicknamed Blue. Theo gets impatient and demands his starter. The professor puts him in his place and gives him the grass starter Orchinx. Theo immediately wants to battle, but I end up one-shotting his starter with an Ember. He runs off crying, and I can stand there happy knowing I ruined this child's day. I head back to my house and show my adorable Raptor to my aunt, who heals it up for me before I leave for my journey. After she gets done, I go to grab Theo so the professor can teach us how to catch Pokemon. As soon as I enter, I see Theo running up to his room. His dad walks to me and asks what happened. After I explained it was because of our battle, he calls his son down and tells him to grow up. Theo stops crying and heads to see the professor. I meet them right outside of Route 1 and the professor shows us how to catch Pokemon. After that, he gives Theo and I some Pokeballs and sends us on our way. In Route 1, we run into some new custom Pokemon for the game. There's the flying Pokemon Burby, which we catch, and the normal Pokemon Chinnimunk. We make it through Route 1 without any issues and head into Kevlar Town, where we buy some more Pokeballs and some potions. We continue north through Route 2 and Passage Cave, only stopping to find the poison-type Tonami and to catch a ground lizard named Grosart, who I immediately throw into my PC. After clearing out some more trainers, we make it to Nautok City, where the first gym leader is. I knew the gym leader would be too strong for my Pokemon, so I head south and train in the grass. When I finally think my Pokemon are strong enough, I head north to the gym. There was this guy standing out front who tells me that he's a huge fan of the gym leader. He tells us where she lives and gives us a key to her house, which is honestly super weird. After entering her home, she wakes up and is reasonably upset that we just barged in. She knows immediately that it was the stalker and runs back to her gym to confront him. We find her yelling at this man, threatening to call the Pokemon Rangers if he ever shows his face around the gym again. He runs off and she invites me into her gym. I walk around her gym trainer, certain I'm gonna win. But she starts off by throwing out her Alton, who manages to land 2 critical hits on my Raptorch, knocking it out immediately. So I throw out my Burby, who again gets taken out by 2 quick attacks. After my defeat, I train my Pokemon up some more and try again. I send out my Burby first, who tanks 2 quick attacks and hits her Alton with a Sing, making it fall asleep. We're able to knock it out with a couple gusts, and we swap into our starter Pokemon to fight her Phalang. We almost knock it out before she puts us to sleep and uses a potion to heal. Eventually though, we wake up and we're able to knock it out. We stay in as she throws out her final Pokemon, Phalunge. We're able to hit it with a Mud Slap and an Ember before it makes us fall asleep again. We use a potion to heal our Burby and our Raptorch gets knocked out. We swap into our bird and hit her Pokemon with a Gust, finally knocking out and winning us the battle. She tells us how we remind her of herself when she was younger, which means a lot coming from the former champion. She awards us with the first badge and the TM for return. We heal up our Pokemon and head south to find Theo waiting for us. He challenges us to another battle and we easily wipe the floor with his team. After our fight, he hands us the HM for Rock Smash and tells us that the professor wanted to speak to us. So, we head back through Route 1, only stopping to pick up the old route from a fisherman. Once we're back in Moki Town, we stop by and check in on our aunt. Then we head back to the lab and speak to the professor. He checks out our Pokedex and offers rewards if we catch a lot of different Pokemon. Then he tells us that if I want to get my second badge, then I should head east to Burlow Town. We then head back to our house and save the game and take a rest. Now, I know this wasn't the longest video, but I do hope you enjoy what I've showed for Pokemon Uranium. It was a lot of fun to play, and I can't wait to see more Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a good morning, evening, or night wherever you are. See you in the next one.